So I run in the bathroom and I pull out my phone and I'm about to snap a picture, but I realize my shit is looking like a slinky. You know, you gotta at least get it up and running first. So I checked it over, gave it a little inspection, and I thought I was valid. I took it off, smelled it, tasted it real quick. Everything was checking out and I was ready to take the picture. So I did, and I sent it. Sometimes when you texting someone, and let's say you and this someone like each other, you might send them a little gift, you know, text message gift in the form of a beautiful, scrumptious, seducing photo. Now you see this it can have its consequences, I ain't gonna lie. And once you send that out, you run the risk of the whole world seeing it, word too. Now see, for us guys, if you get exposed, well, one of two things could happen. Either A, you packing and then you chilling. I mean, sure, you was violated, dehumanized, objectified, and exposed, but at least you're not ashamed and embarrassed. But if you got the Vienna, oh man, I don't even know what to tell you. Now for y'all shorties, it's a bit different, I ain't gonna lie. If a shorty looking, you know what I mean, fire, then niggas will dad violate, expose, share, and call her a thought. And if you ain't too fire, I mean, maybe your shape ain't right, maybe it was just a bad angle, I don't know. But niggas will proceed to do everything I just said, but also clown you and shame you. I ain't saying it's right, but hey, I'm just telling you how shit go. It's a crazy world and I'm just living in the yard. But before I get to chatting, let me ask you a question. Have you ever sent a nude? I'm supposed to just read your mind? Alright, whatever. So for this story, we taking y'all way back. I'm talking about 11-year-old Jay. Niggas was bugging. Alright, so boom. Around this time, I was real close with my son Noah, one of my longtime mans, even from back then. So back then, he introduced me to these two girls, Bobby and Gigi, and they became friends with my sister. We had all lived on the same block, so we basically became this little friend group. I was the youngest, but none of us were really that old. There was a couple of other heads, but they not really too important to this story, so we just gonna keep them out. But anyways, we were some youngins bugging out. We used to have these little ring pop marriages. Basically, the guy had to go run down to the corner store, grab him a ring pop, and then propose to a shorty, and if she said yeah, you got you a kiss, and if she dubbed it, well, it's tough. Anyways though, like I said, I was 11 years old, maybe 12, I'm not really sure, and I remember I had just gotten a phone. This was probably like the beginning of the social media age. So at this time, there was no Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok. That shit didn't exist. You know where niggas was at? Niggas was on Facebook, you heard? Kick, Ooh, what you know about that? You don't know nothing about that. I still remember what my name was back then. JayxEscxbar Undefeated. And swag with 2 G's, cause swag with 1 G back then, niggas was jacking that man secretly we are gay, so I had to put 2 G's in my shit just to make sure. Word to everything I love, I thought I was looking cool, but I was looking bad. Word to my mother. Back then I was bold too. I was kind of young and social media had just started, so I guess I didn't really have the understanding of how shit goes on there, I guess. I mean, I was texting every shorty I seen on there, all of them, expecting responses, and word to I was getting none. I added all the bad bitches from my middle school, tried to text them, niggas was not trying to give me no play, and I really don't blame them. I was texting using terrible slang that doesn't even exist. Like for example, if a word had a double T, I would replace it with D's, thinking I was cool. So a word like Twitter would get turned into Twitter with D's just cause it sounded cool, I guess. I don't know. But hold on, let me get back on topic. So I had a phone and I got Bobby and Gigi's number. Now around this time, a young man's body's gonna start experiencing little changes, you heard? A little bit of hair might get added there, a little bit of smell might get added there, and maybe a little bit of inches might get added there. Around this age, we also start to discover the adult side of the internet. Even from back then, I had experienced numerous categories, and I had me some different tastes as a youngin', let's just put it like that. I ain't gonna lie, I was wildin'. Who the fuck? Oh shit, it's me. Hey, my fault. I don't mean to interrupt that soliloquy rambling out your mouth, but I'm trying to tell them about today's sponsor. You mind? I mean, I definitely do, but that's not about to stop you. I ain't gonna lie. You ain't never lied. Today's sponsor is, well, me. This would be where a sponsorship would go, but them niggas ain't worried about me. At least not yet. Anyways, if you haven't already, I would appreciate it if you could like this video and subscribe to the channel. It helps out a lot, and it's like a little transaction we got going on here. I give you about 10 minutes of entertainment and you give me that. Equal trade, I would say. See y'all niggas. Anyways, where was I? Started texting Bobby. I wasn't even on nothing. We was texting on some calm shit. Her family ended up taking a trip to ATL, and we was texting, and she started getting a little spicy. At first, she was just asking me questions. Like, she wanted to know how big my shit was, and really, I ain't know. Up to this point, I had never thought to get a ruler and just measure my shit, but that though would come much later, and now I got that shit on reference, word of my mother. So I mean, I told her, nigga, I don't know. Now she wasn't exactly accepting of that answer, so she just asked me, is it big or small? And I said it was big. Now you see, that is what you call a lie. But I mean, it's not even like I was just lying to her face or nothing. That's what I honestly believed at the time. But nigga, no. I was 12. Are you dumb? I had the fucking shrimp. But my young dumbass over there standing thinking that my shit valid and that maybe this situation might even lead to me getting my shit gobbled. So anyways, after I said that, she was like, let me see. So I'm thinking, say no more. I can make that happen for you ASAP. And that means I get to ask for one back, nigga. So I run in the bathroom and I pull out my phone and I'm about to snap a picture, but I realize my shit is looking like a slinky. So I act like it's a shake weight, I guess, and give it a couple of thrusts real quick. You know, you gotta at least get it up and running first. So I checked it over, gave it a little inspection, and I thought I was valid. I took it off, smelled it, tasted it real quick. Everything was checking out and I was ready to take the picture. So I did, and I sent it. Now along with the picture, I also sent a crazy message. Like, I've never sent the sex like that, even to this day. I was bugging. I don't know what was going on back then, but I sent them shits with no hesitation. So I'm just sitting there, you know, waiting for a response. I needed both the validation and I wanted to ask her to send me one, but I never got one. A couple hours later, my sister Ayana gets a phone call. It was Bobby's number, but it was not Bobby. My sister hung up the phone and just looked at me with eyes of pity. Then she told me, it just so happens that when I sent them photos, her uncle was borrowing her phone and he had gotten the picture, but when he got the picture, the notification only says that I sent the photo, so he didn't know. But when I sent the message, I blew up the spot and made it dumb hot. So then when he goes to check the message, all he sees is 11 or 12-year-old peen getting sent to his niece. Safe to say, them niggas was facts. Them niggas was Haitian just like me, so I knew they was not gonna be jacking that. Her uncle showed the whole family, and right then and there, I got canceled. I was done, tossed out. When her mom saw, she said I was a reincarnation of the devil. She said me and my sister were never allowed contact with them again. And she was jacking that we do voodoo. But word too, she was bugging. I was not doing voodoo back then. Now her pops, he was on different timing than her ma dukes. Her pop said next time he saw me, he was gonna kill me. And I took this threat very seriously. I was a 4'8" skinny prepubescent teen, and this was a 6'4", 240-pound large man. From that day on, every time I would see his car, I started panicking. But the worst part about it all was not what they had to say, it's what my friends had to say. So when her uncle had seen it, he had showed it to the whole fam, and he had showed it to one of their cousins. I think his name was Alan or something. My man was 15. I remember him specifically because he would never shower and he would always wear the same jersey. That nigga was dirt and he fucking smelled like stink. But anyways, this bitch ass nigga decided to grease me. He told everybody in the neighborhood I had the shrimp, and I mean, I ain't gonna lie, he was not lying. What made matters all the worse, even I didn't know my shit was small. Instantly received a 75% decrease in self-confidence because I had a rude awakening that day. So after that day, we just was never really friends with Bobby and Gigi again. My mom got suspicious because we used to go over there almost every day. Out of nowhere, we just stopped going over there. She ended up accusing my sister for getting us banned for some totally unrelated shit, but my sister kept it on the low. Thank God that they moms was not friendly with my moms, so she ain't snitch because I would have got washed, word on my mother. Anyways though, lesson number 18, don't send meat pics. Or matter of fact, no. Be careful sending meat pics. Because honestly, once you send it, you don't got no control over where that's going. But you're not about to be listening to me. I'm just talking to you through a damn screen. But anyways, I would appreciate if you could like, comment, and subscribe. I'm gonna see y'all niggas though.